On the 4th of October, I went on a trip to the snowy mountains located in Canberra for 4 days in a small bus with 20 people. Most 20 of us had never skied, so the main purpose of this trip was to go skiing and experience the fun and excitement it would bring us. But the trip was estimated to be 14 hours from home, so in order to get there on time, we left at 4 o'clock on October the 4th. But because there were so many of us, it meant that we would take more stops. So the 14-hour bus ride took over 40 hours. This meant that we spent the first night of our trip on the bus. Honestly, it wasn't the most comfortable sleeping place, but it wasn't the worst either. The next morning, we decided to stop for breakfast. We still had a few more hours to go before we got to our motel, so we needed to have some food in our system. Soon after everyone finished their food, we were back on the road ready to go. After a few more hours on the road, we had arrived at the Parliament House. We weren't at the motel yet, but it was a roughly 2-hour drive. We stayed for a few hours sightseeing, and mainly so we could stretch our feet out from sitting in the bus for the long hours. The second night we did in fact sleep at a motel, but due to the long trip we were all exhausted and slept early. Also, we needed to save our energy for the next day, because we were all going skiing. The next morning we got up around 7 o'clock and left to go to the snowy mountains, which was located an hour away from our motel. Despite the long hours in the bus and the uncomfortable positions, we were finally here, and it was one of the most amazing experiences. We left to go home at 10 p.m. that night, meaning we spent our last night in the bus. With fewer stops this time, we got home around 7 p.m. on October 7th. This trip was an amazing experience and one of the most adventurous ones yet.